Hello and welcome NEET aspirants. In this video, we'll crack the top 10 questions from chromosomal basis of inheritance. Let's go beyond memorization. Let's understand the logic. So, this top 10 MCQs on the topic of chromosomal basis of inheritance, which all have been asked in different NEET exams. So we first look at first question. It is said that of a normal couple, half of the sons are hemophilic while half the daughters are carriers. The gene is located on, and the options are given like option A, X chromosome of father, option B, Y chromosome of father, option C, 1X chromosome of mother, and option number D is 1X chromosome of mother. So of a normal couple, half the sons are hemophilic. It is said that half the sons are hemophilic and half the daughters are carrier. So half the daughters are carrier. So we can assume that it is a hemophilia is a X-linked recessive trait. X-linked recessive trait. Okay, X-linked recessive trait. Now, if we assume that H, this small h, represent the hemophilic trait or hemophilic allele, and its dominant allele is H. So when it will be represented in XH manner, capital H and small h, phenotypically it will not express the hemophilia, but this diploid condition is represent the carrier for it. Okay, now understand. While all the half the daughters are carrier, so if we take XH and XH for mother and normal XY for father, and in gamete separation we will get that XY, and here it is in case of mother it is XH and XH for only sex chromosome. So it is XH and X, and it is XH and X. So all the daughters in this chart, in the pedigree chart, we get that all the daughters remained in carrier condition. All the daughters, half of the daughters remained in carrier condition, and XHY and XHY, and this XHY, this son is not hemophilic in nature, but XHY, the H recessive trait of hemophilia, get into this son, and so between the two sons, one son is getting hemophilic phenotypically. So 50% of the sons getting hemophilic, and here questions is given that half the sons are hemophilic while half the daughters are carrier. So the gene is located on, this hemophilic gene is located on one chromosome of the mother, and option number D is the correct answer. Okay, now we are going into question number 2. Question number 2, it is given that in Neurospora 8 ascospores are formed instead of 4. This indicates option A tells that 1 meiosis, option B tells that 2 meiosis, option C tells that 2 mitosis, and option D tells that 1 meiosis followed by 1 mitosis. So in Neurospora, in ascus, the chamber ascus, we know the diploid zygote from 2n. And first it goes into a meiosis division. First it goes into a meiosis division, one meiosis, and as we know, a meiosis is a reduction division. So the diploid condition convert into 2 haploid cell, and then each of the haploid cell goes into mitotic division and forms mitosis is equal division, and from each haploid cell 2 more haploid cells is produced. So total 4 ascospores produced. This 2n or zygotic condition represented the sporophytic stage of Neurospora, and from 2 zygote or 2 diploid cells 8 ascospores is produced. So in Neurospora 8 ascospores are formed instead of 4. So option number D is the correct answer of it, 1 meiosis followed by 1 mitosis. Okay, now we are going into question number 3. Who studied sex-linked inheritance for first time? Option A Morgan, option B Khurana, option C Pasteur, and option D von Helmont. Sex-linked inheritance was first studied by T.H. Morgan. And in Drosophila. In Drosophila, sex-linked inheritance first time studied by T.H. Morgan, and so he is also known as the father of experimental genetics. So here correct answer will be option number A, which is T.H. Morgan. Now we are going into question number 4. Question number 4, it is said that alleles of different genes found on same chromosome may separate due to option A epistasis, option B crossing over, option C continuous variations, option D pleiotropy. So gene separation on same chromosome. Assume these two are non-homologous chromosomes. Non-homologous chromosome. These two are non-homologous chromosomes. Okay, and here the question is given alleles of different genes. This is very important. Alleles of different genes found on same chromosome. So here A allele, say B allele, C allele, and in this non-homologous chromosome here present E, F, G. So when the crossing over takes place, we say in like this fashion, when the crossing over takes place, here the cut happens, from this the cut happens, and here the cuts happens. So during crossing over, it shapes like in this situation, and it shapes like this situation happens. F, G. Here this terminal end crossed, terminal ends of these two homologous chromosomes crossed with each other. So here E allele goes, and here the A allele goes, and now this E part and A part joins with the other part of the homologous chromosome. So the first chromosome becomes EBC with EBC, and E allele goes into this chromosome, and A allele comes into this chromosome, AFG, after crossing over. So genes or alleles of different genes found in same chromosome getting separated after crossing over for non-homologous chromosome. So it is only possible only in case of crossing over. So B is the correct answer of it. Okay. Now we are going into question number 5. Question number 5, it is said that Mr. Kapoor has BB autosomal gene and D allele sex linked. What shall be proportion of BD in sperms? So BD in sperms. So sperms remain in N condition or haploid condition. So option given, sir, option A 0, option B 1 upon 2, option C 1 upon 4, and option D 1 upon 8. So now see that BB is the autosomal gene, BB. So it remain in haploid condition, and D is the allele, sex-linked allele gene. So in case of BB, when the autosomal gene separates in, it remained in diploid condition during gamete formation, and the chance of separation of B and the asked combination is, or desired combination is, BD in gamete in haploid condition. So chance of coming the B allele into gamete it's 50%, as 50% will get B allele and 50% will get as B autosomal allele after separation, because BB is the counterpart of one gene. B is one allele and B is other allele. Now the chance of D, now in between the B, the chance of D allele to come into is also 50%. So the total chance becomes 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 equal to 1:4, which is equivalent to 25%. So here the answer will be option number C, 1:1 upon 4 is the right answer. Now we are going into question number 6. Question number 6, it is said that of both normal parents, the chances of a male child becoming colorblind are, the parents are normal, but the male child becoming colorblind, the probability is asked. Here the probability is asked. So option number A, it is no. Option number B, possibly when all the 4 grandparents had normal vision. Option number C, possible when only when mother was colorblind. And option number D, possible only when mother's fathers were colorblind. So we generally known that colorblind is generally a sex-linked or X-linked recessive trait. X-linked recessive trait. X-linked recessive trait. Okay. So no, first option is no, and possible only B. The B option says that possible only when the four grandparents have normal vision. It is also excluded from the answer because when the grandparents had normal vision, there has no chance left to male child bearing the colorblind trait. Okay, so the confusion remain in option number C and option number D. Possible when only when father's mother was colorblind, or possible when mother's father was colorblind. Mother's father was colorblind. Now, as it is an X-linked recessive trait, now when assume that colorblind condition XC and XC. So this XC small c represent the colorblind condition, and when it is present in XC, capital C and small c, it will be a carrier, not phenotypically represent the colorblind condition. Now, if the mother's father was colorblind, he is in this diploid condition XCY, and the gamete will become XC and XC, and this XC comes to his daughter, and his daughter will become XC and XC or XC. So his daughter will remain as carrier, and when his daughter will marry with a normal male, there is a chance of 50% to become hemophilic. The chances of male child become colorblind only possible when his mother's father was colorblind. So option number D is the correct answer. You can also draw a 3-generation pedigree chart to understand this question on a better way. Okay, now I am going to question number 7, where it is asked an unfertilized human ovum has. The unfertilized human ovum has n set of chromosome or haploid set of chromosome. So an unfertilized human ovum contains only one X chromosome from the mother. As it is unfertilized, the option given as X and Y chromosomes, option B X and X chromosome, option C X in some and Y in others, and option D one X chromosome. Yes, it is very much evident that only one X chromosome will come from his mother only during gamete formation, as his mother remain in XX condition. During gamete formation, the ovum will carry XX as sex chromosome in N set of chromosome. So only one chromosome, X chromosome. It is the right answer. Now we are going into question number 8. Question number 8 says that hemophilia man marries a normal woman, their offspring. Hemophilia man, and the options given: A all normal, B all hemophilic, C all boys hemophilic, D all girls hemophilic carrier. So as we know that hemophilia is a X-linked recessive trait, and if we signify the hemophilic trait as HL, so hemophilic man will in this genotypic condition, in diploid condition, and hemophilic and a normal woman is this genotypic condition for their sex chromosome in diploid set. So during gamete formation, I am writing for one more time these two conditions. So during gamete formation, for female and for male it is XH and Y only for sex chromosome, and for female it is XX, and it is XH X, it is XH and X, it is XY and it is XY. So here we can see that XHX and XHX, two daughters are produced and both remained in hemophilic carrier condition. Means they are not phenotypically hemophilic, but they are carrier. They are carrying the XH hemophilic allele, and their daughters are remain in total normal condition. So the option D, all girls are hemophilic carrier, is the right answer for it. Okay. Now we are going to question number 9. Question number 9, it says that eukaryotic chromosomes is made of option number A, DNA, diribonucleic acid, option number B, DNA plus protein, option number C is DNA plus lipids, and option number D is RNA. We know that in eukaryotic chromosomes, the main component is deribonucleic acid, and this deribonucleic acid is supported by histone protein. So the correct answer is option number B, DNA plus protein. And now we are going into question number 10, an example of disease of molecular mutation. Molecular mutation, the options are given. One, sickle cell anemia, B, erythroblastosis fetiolis, option C, hemophilia, and option D, anemia. An example of disease of molecular mutation. Molecular mutation is the changes of DNA at a molecular level, at a base level, which is also known as point mutation. And this point mutation, sickle cell anemia, is the best example of this point mutation. So option number A is the correct answer. We are done with 10 killer MCQs. Drop a comment with your score. Okay, thank you friends.